Video, we are starting off with Joe Rogan, who is warning Jake Paul.
Major props, major respect to Jake Paul. Are you serious?
At the same time, Jake is already calling out Francis Ngannou. Anthony Joshua is also raising alarm, saying that he was hit hard financially after the fight, claiming more than half of his $94 million payday was taken. We will also talk about Andrei Arlovsky, who has accepted a surprising offer connected to influencer Jack Doherty. A video of Merab Dvalishvili joking and singing with Ilia Topuria in Spain also sparked some harsh reactions online, while Arman Sarukian is clearly frustrated. So, with all of that said, let's get started. Now, the fight between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua broke some records on Netflix. The bout turned out to be extremely successful from a business point of view. According to Netflix, 33 million people watched the fight live at the same time, making it the #1 program in 45 countries during the broadcast. It also became the highest-grossing boxing event in the history of the Casillas Center. Netflix's social media platforms also exploded, generating over 1 billion views worldwide. The fight was heavily discussed in the United States, the United Kingdom, and Brazil. According to different estimates, both fighters earned up to $92 million each. But the situation isn't as simple as many people think. Anthony Joshua later said that a huge part of that money is being taken from him. He explained that after the fight with Jake Paul, he has to pay taxes in 2 countries, and he believes that's a crime. Recently, Joshua wrote, "Bro, I just made $94 million, and now the US wants a cut. The UK wants a cut. Who else wants something? I'm out here fighting for my life and my wallet. How do you get taxed in 2 countries for 1 night of work?" Joshua also received criticism for not finishing a blogger faster, while Jake Paul has long been criticized for turning boxing into more of a show. Now, yes, you can talk about the lack of real sporting value. Nobody expected true competition in a fight against Joshua. But on the other hand, both fighters made some insane money, and fans got what they ultimately wanted. They finally saw Jake Paul get knocked out. After the fight, many AI-generated videos appeared online showing fake clips of Jake Paul with a broken face talking about how bad he feels. Now, there are so many of these videos, it is actually hard to tell which ones are real.
I choose something so bad, I can't.
Aljamain Sterling believes there may have been a behind-the-scenes agreement between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua.
You're telling me you think the fight was rigged?
Oh, absolutely. And I don't want to say rigged. I want to say there was an agreement. The way I feel is that there's just no way a guy of his caliber, of Anthony Joshua's level of caliber of boxing, all the experience he has fighting all these other world-class guys, we've seen how he fights them. And then Jake Paul comes in there who just relatively started boxing. He's pretty skilled for a guy at his level, how long he's been boxing, but not heavyweight level, not fighting a guy who's as well decorated as Anthony Joshua. And the fact that he was able to even get to that round, what was it, round 6?
Yeah.
You can say it's impressive, but I also feel the other side of me that has seen Anthony Joshua fight makes me wonder if was there a bet on, let's just carry Jake Paul to X amount of rounds, make him look good, we want to entertain, and maybe there's a lot of people putting money on going past 3 or 4 rounds or something like this. I got to speculate and wonder about all these other small little details, but I just cannot bring myself to grasp. I give him respect. He got his jaw broken. You can't fake that. But that's what should have possibly happened in the first round. And I don't knock Jake Paul. I actually applaud him for getting in there. Don't need to do it. Fighting a big behemoth like that, getting his jaw broken, which is crazy. But with that said, I give him credit for doing all that thing, building the sport, bringing the eyeballs, giving these other young fighters a chance to make money. You got to give him credit where credit is due. But don't call that a fight, because there's just no way you're telling me that was the best version of the man, the myth, the legend in Anthony Joshua.
After the loss, Jake Paul doesn't want to quit. He recently said that he performed better than many people expected. He said that he felt strong early in the fight and believes that he won the first rounds.
I won 2 rounds for sure, and then he won 2, and then I got dropped. Yeah, I was doing good. I just think my cardio, just the mental pressure of the big guy and sparring the big people is different than the 10-ounce gloves. So I was feeling his power a lot more. But it was a great experience. Like, I learned a lot in there.
Now Jake has shifted his attention to Francis Ngannou. Jake suggested that he thinks he could do better against Ngannou than Joshua did.
But yeah, I mean, I told everyone though that I would do better than Francis, and that Francis kind of got no chin.
So
Francis Loki soft.
You made it further in Francis. 6. He won 6 rounds.
You know what that means?
What?
He could beat Francis.
I'll fight Francis.
Based on the logic.
Wow, that's a good idea.
He could be Francis.
I think maybe now he'll take it and be like, oh.
But Joe Rogan does not like that idea. He recently shared some serious concerns about Jake. While Rogan praised Jake for having the courage to step into the ring with a true heavyweight giant, he believes fights like this come with a dangerous price. Rogan warned that this kind of damage can lead to long-term problems, including brain injury and mental health issues later in life, and that money and fame will not fix those consequences.
Don't do this very long, because there's a price that you pay that is not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. And that price is depression, deep depression, a severe brain imbalance that's going to lead you to addiction. It leads so many people to impulsive behavior. So many people become gambling addicts, drug addicts, alcoholics after their fighting career.
Yeah.
It's you could only take so much. And at a certain, like that one that he got from Joshua, say if you have like a punch card, you have like so many punches that you can get in your life, which I believe you do. I believe there's a certain number. That one was like 10 bunches.
Yeah.
That was like, there was a lot of concussions in that one punch.
Sure.
That was real damage. Like if someone's breaking your jaw in 2 places, the inside and head there's a lot of damage going on in there too. He's also nuts, right? There's the fact that he's willing to fight the 2-time heavyweight champion, former Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
A guy who's gigantic in his prime, built like a Greek god.
Yeah.
And you're going to stand, and he's a 1-punch killer. And you're going to stand in front of that guy, and he avoided shots till the 6th round. He just started getting tired.
Yeah, his movement in that fight was crazy.
It was very good.
Yeah.
It was very good.
The funny thing is, the amount of people being like, yo, major props, major respect to Jake Paul. Are you serious? Are you f***ing stupid? Major props for that. This brother, all he did was run. He ran for 6 rounds and then finally got hit once and then gave up. This boy was grabbing AJ's legs like he was a goddamn slave. Trying to please his slave master. It was mental. This brother's knees were on the floor more than Bonnie Blue. Don't come at me saying you're proud of Jake.
This question, not because I believe the question, but just for the record, just so you can say it. Was there any discussion, any agreement about, hey, you need to get the fight into this round, you need to carry him for X amount of rounds, you need to do your part to get it into the 5th, 6th, or whatever?
Absolutely no way ever. I mean, if you look at a couple of the right hands that AJ missed with in the first couple of rounds, like they would have done the same job on Jake's jaw if they would have landed. And Jake did very well to avoid them. So I always said going into the fight, AJ's not the kind of guy that's going to come out like a train, just start swinging away. He's going to take his time. And that's what he did. The fight definitely went a few more rounds than anticipated from Anthony. But it's like, even now, it's like, it was definitely a fix. Some guy commented today on one of my posts, it was definitely a fix. I go, you do know that he's broken his jaw in 2 places. Like, he may never be able to fight again. People aren't really talking about this. People just think, you just get your jaw wired, bolted together by a couple of screws, and on you go. There have been many fighters who have had their jaws broken that never boxed again. And they're like, no, that might have been real, that bit. But the other stuff, it's like, we're not actors here, Like, it was 100% real. There was never any strategy, any deal, any script. AJ wanted to land clean as soon as possible. Unfortunately, the only time he landed really clean was in the 6th round. And unfortunately, that happened to Jake. We didn't want that to happen to Jake. Ultimately, we wanted to win and get it over with. But that's the dangers that he took and the risk that he was in the fight. And, we hope he can heal up.
Honestly, I had him right where I wanted him the whole time. And honestly, with the way things are, like if I would have won, people would have thought I was racist. They say everyone has a puncher's chance. Yeah, I think he got lucky, if any. And I'm literally not racist.
Yeah, no, you're not.
I'm not, right?
No.
I just took a look at it and I was like, damn, I feel bad.
It's like, what is the definition of winning anyway?
Super with.
And he was scared. You could see.
I just didn't want him to cry in front of everybody.
He's fine. He's fine.
It would have been so embarrassing.
You know, empathy is more important than winning.
Well, you're a good guy.
And when others go low, we go high.
No matter how dangerous people believe boxing matches are, Robert Whittaker is open to boxing after his UFC career. After watching the fight between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, Whittaker admitted that Jake has shown some real progress in boxing. He also said these kinds of events offer massive paydays without the exhausting grind that comes with a traditional boxing career.
It looks good for Jake because it showed that Jake does have some level of boxing. He's a boxer. Yeah, it turned into a bit of a thug fight by the end of it. Jake hasn't had that much experience. He got paid a truckload of cash for it too. I'd fight AJ for $90 million. I'd fight AJ for much, much less.
Would you actually go into boxing after UFC?
Yeah, it interests me for sure. Not actually having to go through the boxing circuit the way like a lot of guys do. If I can move into straight up to these, like, what are you going to call them? What sort of fights are these? They're like the UFC guys that are coming into boxing doing those sort of fights. Yeah, I think there's some money to be made there. I think it'll keep me fit. It's definitely an aspect of the sport that I enjoy. I've always loved striking. To move into that field would be cool. It would be a nice fresh change.
Just don't throw that head kick after the 1-2.
As you know, Andrei Arlovsky was recently involved in a massive backstage brawl with the team of 22-year-old influencer Jack Doherty. The videos of the chaos spread fast, and fans immediately started asking if this drama could turn into a real fight. Surprisingly, that idea did not go away. Doherty later posted a video online saying his bodyguard is ready to box Arlovsky and promised big money for everyone involved.
Okay, so apparently everybody wants to see me versus Andre in the ring, so if you guys want to make that happen, let me know, but I'm going to need a serious bag for that. Like, I will get my face punched in, whatever, has to happen, but as long as my mortgage is paid off afterwards, I'm fine. So we're going to need a couple $1 million to make it happen, but hey, it might be a really short fight, but I'm down to do it. Andre, me and you in the ring, no security. Do whatever you want to me, bro, as long as I get my check first, you know what I'm saying? Dave, you ready to fight that Andre guy? I got you guys a boxing match. Biggest payday ever. So on the way. Minimum $500,000 bag. You ready for it?
Yeah, you gotta give me 2 weeks off.
Well, of course, Dave. I'm trying to be so happy for you. This one night created a huge opportunity.
2 weeks off.
You guys will both make the most amount of money you'll ever make in a night. And Andre hasn't gotten paid more than $5,000 for a fight ever. Let's be real. And then Dave's first fight's gonna be his fucking